Namaste, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be across the planet, around the world. My name is Greg Prescott from in5d.com, and I am joined by the beautiful, the lovely Allison Janes. Sorry about that commercial that popped up there, trying to interrupt us, but we are going to be doing, actually, Allie is going to be doing the Gemini Weekly Tarot Card reading for May 11th through the 17th, 2020. And before we get started, I just want to remind you guys to check out in5d.net because, check this out. I just uploaded a bunch of new shirts there and they're freaking amazing. Like this one right here, the 7 chakra shirts. And this is a new one too. I did it from the side and it's an ice dye on top of it. So it just came out amazingly well. This is a new one called Divine Balance. So you got the blue and the pink, the divine masculine and feminine. Plus I uploaded more throat chakra and crown chakra shirts. You can find them at in5d.net. So be sure to check that out. Also check us out on Patreon. There are links below for all this. And more than anything, be sure to check out Allie on psychically.net. That's psychically.net. So without further ado, I'm gonna bring Allie in, and she's gonna give you guys the Geminians. All right, what's plural for Gemini?
I don't know. I don't know that one. You might well be right. Let's ask the others. The others might know.
Yeah, I made up a new word, Geminians. So you Geminians will have a killer reading from Allie, and I give you the floor. Take it away, Allie.
And what about the sun? The sun sign.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, be sure to check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Basically, everyone knows what their sun rising, what their sun sign is. That's the sign that you're born under. But you also have a moon and rising, and there's a link in the more info section below the video where you can check out what your moon and rising signs are, because you do want to check out the tarot for those as well. So without any further ado, take it away, Allie.
Just one question.
Yeah.
Your shirts are good for lucid dreaming, are they not?
Actually, when people buy these shirts, they say that they have amazing dreams with them. It just triggers fantastic dreams into the ethereal realms. So yeah, got a
good
lot
ones, not bad ones.
Oh yeah, amazing dreams. Yeah, yeah. Maybe I'll wear this to bed tonight. Yeah, maybe. Anyway, your Geminians are waiting.
Okay. Hello, Geminians. We're going to see what's happening with you this week. What dates is it between? You've got it written down, haven't you?
Yeah, it's the 11th through the 17th. May 11th,
2020. If you do come across this video and it is not linked with those dates, this will still mean something to you. So I still suggest listen to it, just if you are coming across it. Okay, so I'll have a look. I'm going to do 3 predictions for the week, the beginning, the middle and end of the week, covering finances, love and like a general prediction. So let's have a look and see what's happening. So beginning of the week. So typical Gemini, okay? Geminis get a rough deal. They really do. They're very, very similar to Pisceans. I'm a Pisces, because they can be changeable, okay, with their personalities. Now, with Pisceans, they have to kind of blend 2 sides together, but so do Geminis. Gemini has, usually the polarity is a lot different, okay, where you would have somebody who's an introvert, when you get to know them, they're an extrovert. You know, they could be, you know, a person who comes across as very angry, but when you actually get to know them, they're a bit of a softie. So yeah, so that's the typical Gemini. Geminis have to make friends with their other side, just as Pisces do. But because if they don't, they're going to come unstuck. Usually when they're relaxed, maybe if they've had a drink, maybe if they have got their guard down in some way, and this other side of them comes out, maybe they've got a very mischievous or naughty side. You know, perhaps that's your other side, Geminis or Geminians. Is that correct, the wording, Geminians? No.
I'm still waiting. Somebody accidentally mistakenly thought I said Gemini idiots, but no, I didn't say idiots. I said Enians, Gemininians. No, I would never say that. So yeah. So if you guys,
definitely.
fellow Gemini people, if you know what plural is for Geminis, people of the Gemini sign, is it Gemininians? Is it just Geminis? I don't know.
Yeah, let us know.
Yes.
We're not really astrologists. I'm just doing it with the tarot. So, okay, so I'll concentrate on you. All right, Geminis. Okay. Starting of this week, Gemini. I'm seeing education around you, learning, development. This can be research. It's like analysing things. It seems to be that there's either secrets or, there's information that you want to sift through and look through. Information that you feel has been, somebody's deliberately not told you about. I'm not going to get political again, am I? Anyway, this can be to do with educating yourself. It can be to do with, having to do research to maybe get to the bottom of what it is. If you're studying at all, isn't that what studying is? That you're studying a certain subject and you're finding out what other people's opinion is about that particular subject. So yeah, it can be as simple as that. But we do have the High Priestess with it, which can mean secretive or things being hidden. You then have the Two of Swords, which is I'm not telling you. So, you can see where I'm coming from with this prediction. Okay, since the beginning of the week. Okay, so financially for you, starting off with the Sun. Okay, so the Sun is a boost of confidence. It's a feeling of elation, things looking brighter. You're able to look further ahead and enjoy that energy. It's next to the Hierophant or Hierophant, whatever you like to call it. This is a spiritual teacher card. It's the being informed or having a spiritual feeling around this energy. But the Sun makes it all good. Okay, it brightens everything up. Okay, that's linking on a financial basis. That looks as if if you've taken a chance or you've gone for something that you didn't know whether or not you would be good for. Okay, the answers to that is yes, absolutely. And it could be that your spirit guides, loved ones, they've been in the spirit world helping you and supporting you. So that would also mean what those two cards predict. To do with love life, emotions, like I say in all the videos that I've done, if you are at a stage in your life where you're either in a relationship or you're looking for a relationship, it could be that you've got a friendship, or it could be an acquaintance, it could be how you emotionally feel about a work situation. Okay, if I said to you that everything is going with the flow, everything is going in the right direction, that both people involved in this emotional energy are heading off in the right way, that the communication lines are open, that everything seems to be really good. There is a feeling that, like with everything, it's very good to have to be there for each other and to do things together, okay, as a couple or as friends or a family member. But don't forget that you also need to branch off on your own to experience things yourself as well. That's equally important, because otherwise what you're going to be talking about, there has to be other interests going. Okay, so That's what I think they're kind of nudging you about. Okay, so maybe make sure that the balance is there within this connection, emotional connection. Moving on into the middle of this week. Okay, I feel that there's a bit of a clear out here. So it's a bit like somebody comes along and shakes your world up. And if it's built on matchsticks, it's going to come down. Okay, so if it's not built on firm foundations, then expect you to have to build things up again, but in a more sturdy way. This doesn't have to be very, very dramatic. Like I said, there's usually, you know, you can have something that only matches it a little bit. Does that make sense? It can be just as a bit of a shake up, you know, or it could be a massive shake up. It depends on the person who's reading this and what it means to you. The Hangman indicates that you're having to look at things from a different angle, different direction. Maybe look at it from somebody else's point of view. Maybe this person's point of view is what has caused this unrest here. Okay, I do see that the way to deal with this is to maybe be a bit more light-hearted. Maybe you know, feel as if it's, you know, don't take it so seriously. Visualize life as being one big act. It's a play. You know, sometimes you've got to play the villain, sometimes you've got to play the hero or the heroine. If you have to play the villain, then, you know, sometimes we have to do things that upset other people, not necessarily because you are being that you know, you're deliberately being a villain. It could be that you're going to be portrayed that way because you're having to maybe look at your own life and see that you deserve more. Okay, you know, somebody's crown's going to be knocked off at the beginning of this week. You're going to see this person from a different angle, I feel. Okay, so financially for you, the middle of this week, Geminis. Okay, I'm seeing another announcement coming up here. The announcement, I feel, is linked with love, life and emotions. It's like the announcement will affect love, life and emotions. Yeah, so I think we've got the same cards going on as we did before, which is the Lovers and the Emperor. So something that is being announced will affect the family, will affect what happens in the family. And again, I'm going to say, maybe it's time to speak out. Maybe it's time as a community, as a country, however big you want to look at it, maybe it's time to join voices together to speak out against anything that isn't right. Okay, I'm not telling you to do this, but the two cards indicate that it's happening. Okay, I can't get over that. That's kind of the announcement there. You're seeing the kind of scroll there. And this is linked with family, just what I mean, it's to do with emotions. Because I always, with the Lovers card, I have to translate all of the major arcana into money, finances, you know, things to do with the earthly money. Okay, so that's why I'm saying this would represent your family life. Okay, so there is going to be more abundance around you than you've had before. So I think financially things are going in the right direction. You're seeing improvements there, which then affect your emotional life. It affects how you deal with other people in your life, you know, how you love unconditionally. Somebody around you is analysing themselves and doing a bit of the I'm a victim, poor me, what do you see in me, why are you doing that? This kind of energy isn't going to help at all. Okay, it also won't help you to respect this person either. So there may be advice that you need to give them to say, you know, it's not appealing what you're doing. You may need to kind of rethink things. Now that sounds a little bit harsh, but sometimes we need to click out of an emotional state of being. Sometimes we need to kind of say, do you know what, where is this going? I'm a good person. why shouldn't I have love and happiness? Don't I deserve it as well? So, you know, change that feeling from being a victim to a survivor, to somebody worthy of respect and unconditional love, because we all are, everybody. This is the middle, sorry, this is the end now of this week. So the end of this week, there's somebody new who's going to be appearing in your life from nowhere. This particular person is going to have something about them that you like. Now, for one person, like I said, who might be single, it could be that they meet somebody that they fancy. It could be that they haven't fancied somebody for a long time, and all of a sudden this person has turned up in their life. If somebody is happily married, then this could be a friend or an acquaintance who has got information for them, or somebody who they need in order to start to live and be happy with their life. It could be that the partner that they're with doesn't particularly like a hobby that you're doing, but you really desperately needed a friend so that you wasn't on your own with this new hobby or this new situation. So so you can see the extremes. Does that make sense to what it could be to one person than it is to another? I will say there's a feeling of independence here and a need to have a bit of a spend up. So don't be surprised if you're not spending money on yourself, treating yourself to something nice. Now, emotionally, as you're doing this and treating yourself, you're then, I'm not saying all of you, but some of you will be thinking, oh, but should I have done that? How is that going to affect everybody else? Should I have thought about things a bit more? If everybody's got plenty and they've got enough, and you haven't treated yourself for a long time, why is it okay for everybody else to treat themselves and not for you? Surely this could be your week to treat yourself, maybe. It just feels as if it's like I'm feeling a bit emotionally tormented with, this situation or what's going on, okay? But there is somebody new around, somebody who I can actually talk to about it, who is outside of my circle, okay? Yeah. So financially, the end of this week for Gemini. So Spirit are looking after you here. Spirit, your spirit guides, destiny, if you want to call it destiny. With the Temperance as well, it's indicating that balance is finally here for you, that you're able to see the balance of a situation. You're able to find clarity within your finances. It could be that you've had a spend up and then all of a sudden some money comes to you, like you've won something, or that somebody gives you back some money, or you get a little bit of a bonus somehow, and then it puts it back in the kitty and you think, thank you, up there. So don't be surprised if there's not some good energy that is on your side, especially in a financial level at the end of this week for you, Geminis. You're going to need a friend's help emotionally at the end of this week. And I feel it's because there are certain things that are either troubling you or confusing you, and you need to find out more. Now, don't be surprised if you're not going to be looking into maybe the spirit world a little bit, finding out what maybe the spirit world has to say. I'm not touting for business here, okay? I'm really not. Look at the card. Can you see? It's like we're tuning into either your higher self, or you're tuning into the spirit world, like I said, and needing that help. So you might be needing to let go of the past, let go of something, let go of someone, so you can see where I'm going with those two cards. Okay, so that is Gemini's there.
Sorry, I had to unmute myself. Just like totally
Right.
digging this. I'm watching everybody that's talking in the YouTube chat room, and everyone's having a great time digging your readings for
It's
the
like
Gemini.
a party, isn't it? Doing this live is like a party.
It is. The Geminians are appreciating it.
Are they?
Yeah, they are.
Oh, brilliant. And did we find out whether or not that is an actual word or not?
I think it's just Geminis. I think that's what it is. But I
Oh, is
kind of
it?
like, I kind of like Geminians. Yeah, I think that's cool. Yeah. I bet you
I
that
think it's
website's
easier.
available. Some Gemini person wants to build a website for fellow Gemini people. You can check out Geminians.com. Tell them Greg sent you.
Maybe we should do that.
Right? No. I got enough on my plate. Maybe you should do it.
No,
We're-
so have I. Thanks.
That's what makes Allie and I so perfect. We're both workaholics, so we can take each other away
Yeah.
from working a little. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have some things coming up on Tuesday and Saturday. Why don't you tell everybody, our fellow Geminians, about it?
Tuesday nights, while we're on lockdown, 7:30, I'm doing free tarot lessons.
That's
On
7:30
Facebook.
UK. Wait a minute.
Yes.
That's 7:30 UK, which would be 2:30 Eastern time here in the United States and 11:30 a.m. Pacific Coast.
Yes. It's free for everybody. So you can join us there. That's on Tuesdays. And then on Wednesday evenings, the same time, on Facebook, the same page, I'm doing psychic development. We do things like last week. What did we do last week? Do you know what? You know, I've got a memory of a goldfish. I know we did cord cutting the week before. This last week, I know we've done photo readings. We've done telepathy. We've done all sorts of things. So each week we do something different. Okay, so you can meet us on there and do that. And then on Saturday, I've got a workshop, and that's 11 a.m. UK time till 5 p.m. UK time. Can you translate that?
Yeah, 6 a.m. Until 12 noon. So 6 a.m. Eastern to 12 noon, and 3 a.m. Pacific till 9 a.m. something like that.
And they do still come to the workshops.
Yes, they do.
With duvet and everything, they still come to them.
A duvet would be a blanket, correct?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
For us non-England speaking people who butcher your language. Yeah. So also, okay, so be sure to check out psychically.net and book a reading with her, because she's amazing. And also, if you want, what we're going to be doing this Thursday, I should have the date in front of me, but I don't, and I'm going to look it up once again. On Thursday, the May 14th, what we're going to do is we're going to do like mini readings. They're going to be longer than the free readings, shorter than the half-hour reading, somewhere in between, right here on in 5D. And it's $10. First 30 or so people, you're in. And we'll be doing it in order from who comes on there. And you can do the payments directly on in 5D YouTube. So we're going to be doing that. That's going to be fun. What else? Oh, check out in5d.net, because I uploaded a bunch of new t-shirts there, like this one. This is an ice dye, and I got like a new shirt called Balance. It's a bunch of new shirts in there too as well. Check us out on Patreon, patreon.com/in5d. Like I said, check out Allie at Psychic Alley, ALLY.net. And I posted Allie's Psychic Alley 121 Facebook page in the YouTube chat, and I'll make sure that it's in the more info as well. So anything else you got, Allie?
I didn't say the price of the workshop, 11 till 5. It's 10 English pound, so about $12 to $13.
Something like that. Yeah. 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 And if you're paying on PayPal, PayPal can actually convert from dollars to pounds, so you can figure it out on there. Yeah. So
they can. On Thursday, it's 7, isn't it? Didn't I say 7 UK time? But what time is it for you guys?
2.
On Thursday. 2.
Yeah, 2 in the afternoon. on Eastern
No,
and
that's
11
not
a.m.
right.
Pacific.
It's 12 my time.
Well, that's
isn't
not
it?
confusing anyone.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 12 your time. It's 7 a.m. our time
I knew it
on the
was
East
7.
Coast. Yeah,
7 a.m.
yeah, 7 a.m. here on the East Coast and 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So anyway, check it out. Be there. Anything else, Allie?
I think that's it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So on behalf of Allie Janes, I'm Greg Prescott from N5D, Allie from psychically.net. Sending you all infinite love and light. Peace. Bye.
Bye.